Let's go. Let's get it. What's going on? How we doing today? We are live. Listen, if you can hear me good in the chat, I want you to press a 1. If you're watching this on replay, I want you to type replay inside of the comments. Listen, we got a lot to talk about today. In this video, we're going to explain how to rebuild your metabolism. Many of you don't understand that your metabolism is broken in the first place. We don't even really know what metabolism is, so we're going to go through step by step of really understanding what metabolism is, how it affects you on a daily basis. This is for my busy professionals, the ones who are trying to create a lane for themselves, for the family, and also, just working day to day and making sure that you're good. Listen, put a live in the chat. I'm streaming from multiple platforms, so I definitely want to hear from you guys. So let me know where you are coming from. We are live today. All right, so many of you don't really understand that your metabolism is broken. Like I said, many of you work a lot of shifts. You're eating less, and you think that if you eat less, the faster that'll be the faster you lose weight, and that is like further from the truth. What really happens is you are damaging your metabolism, and a lot of you've tried dieting over and over again. You've done this, you've done that, you've basically taken this supplement, you've done that, you've cut fat, you cut calories, and you still don't really understand why the scale is not moving, why your body looks the same, and why your energy is still low. It's because many of the times your metabolism is not fixed. If you guys are trying to go on a weight loss journey, you have to work on fixing that metabolism. Now let's break down that word metabolism, right? Where does it come from? It's a Greek word, which means metabole, right? Which means change, right? That's all metabolism is. It's the process of change. It's how your body changes food into energy. That is it. That is all. When food goes into your stomach, it can either go to your fat or it can go to your energy. That is it. It's very simple. Your body needs to change this food into energy first and foremost. But many of you guys lack energy, which puts your body into a fat storage mode instead of a fat burning mode. Your body has to change the fuel really into life. That is how we get towards our goals. That's how we speed up our metabolism. This is why you guys need to pay attention to this entire video, right? On this live. And please put something in the chat so I know where you guys are coming from. I'm streaming on multiple platforms, so I want to know where everybody's coming from. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys are watching me live. Put replay if you're watching this on replay to let me know. It's not so often that I go live. I'm trying to, get back into the swing of things, right? So, our metabolism is everything, right? It's the number one system in our body when it comes to fat loss, energy, and also the results. It's what shows up. And at any given time, your metabolism is doing one or two things. Remember, it's burning fat or it's storing fat. Period, point blank, end of story. The biggest issue that many of you have is you are not dealing with willpower, there's not enough discipline, and there's a lack of education, there's a lack of knowledge, but no more. We're going to have a full understanding what metabolism is, and we're going to fix it. The metabolism is everything. Put a one in the chat. Okay, I see some folks. Okay, I see. There we go, Carol Lee. And Carol Lee, I am working. Carol Lee, Elisa just texted me. She told me, "Don't worry about it. You can come into the gym tomorrow. You're totally fine. We're gonna handle that." All right. So metabolism is simple, right? It burns calories or it stores fat. Your metabolism is going to use food for fuel or it's going to use food as storage. Every signal you give your body, food, training, stress, sleep, tells it which mode to go into. You send the wrong signals and your body will go into storage mode. You start stressing, you start letting that dude stress you, your body will start to create stress hormones in the form of cortisol, and then you will start to stress and you will start to store more body fat. This is why you have to protect your peace. If it's one thing my wife Whitney told me, shout out to Whitney, is protect your peace, right? When you protect your peace, you will basically create more chemical endorphins of feeling good. You will see your whole mode change. So, anyway, metabolism, we're going back. Storage mode, fat burning mode. I want to give you a picture, right? When you think about your metabolism, and I talked about this in the accountability call, right? Your metabolism is like a car, a hybrid car. You got the gas, right? On one side, you got the electricity on the other side. So you have a hybrid car. Your body works the exact same way. Carbohydrates, right? That's your electricity. Very quick energy, it burns very fast. Fat, that is gas. That is stored energy, longer burn. And your metabolism, that's the engine. It can switch back and forth. Your metabolism, just like the hybrid car, right? Carbs or fat. Carbs or fat. Carbs breaks down into 2-pyruvic acid, which basically creates adenosine triphosphorus and phosphorus creatine, which is the energy of life, right? Many of you guys, we got to figure out how to tap into our carbs and we got to know how to tap into our fat, right? Depending on the demand, right? How we switch back and forth, it's all about how you show up. Now, here's the problem. Most people never train their body to actually switch gears. Many of you stay stuck burning a bunch of sugar. So when that sugar runs out, you crash. That's why you're constantly tired. You wake up and you're tired. That's why you feel like you hit a wall when you go to the gym. That's why you're dieting and working hard, but fat still won't drop. Many of you guys that are in here, I want you guys to start sending this out to different people. Start sharing this, start commenting in here, start sharing. Let me know that you're here because this is interactive right here that we're doing. Now, let's bring some exercise into this, right? So when you do aerobic exercise, and there's a difference between aerobic and anaerobic. I'm going to get into that, right? So aerobic exercise, right? Because stay with me with the hybrid car and electricity car, right? The gas versus electricity. You have aerobic and you have anaerobic. Many of your trainers don't even know this, right? They're sitting here trying to train you and they're more worried about them getting paid by the gym or they're training you in their garage or their basement, right? I want you guys to understand what it is. Yeah, shots fired, right? Aerobic training versus anaerobic training. There's a big difference. Aerobic training is walking, steady state cardio, biking, just long sessions where your body's in an oxygen surplus. Anaerobic exercise, that's weights, sprinting, hit training, your body is in an oxygen deficit, right? So your body will lean more towards carbohydrates. When you are doing aerobic exercise, you are tapping into your fat. When you're doing anaerobic exercises, you are tapping into your carbohydrates. Many of you guys are not doing enough aerobics and you're not doing enough anaerobics. The problem is the doctors tell you all day, they say, oh, just go ahead and walk. Now, here's the tricky part. When you go and you walk, right? You walk and your body starts to burn fat because you are doing aerobics and anaerobics, but it takes time to basically get into that fat store, right? Because your body has to deplete a certain amount. You have to be in your target heart rate. That's You got to be in your target heart rate zone, right? So if you take 220, you subtract that by your age, and then you multiply that by 0.65, that puts you in your target heart rate zone, right? So what that means is we have to also be walking a certain pace in order to be burning fat stores. And many of you guys, even when you're in the gym, that's why, I don't really like, I'm going to try to get away from doing cardio in the gym. I tell people all the time, don't do cardio in the gym. You should be outside, somewhere in a park, somewhere where there's a lot of trees, where there's oxygen and certain things like that. If you guys live in a city, like my girl Aretha, she's in Philadelphia, who comes all the way to New Jersey, travels to train. I mean, I get it. You may not be in a situation and you may have to work out from home or something like that. But many of you guys, especially my Cumberland County folks, you are in the country. You should be somewhere around some trees, sucking in that good old oxygen, and that is how you burn fat. Now, aerobics, right? Aerobics, understand me, is how you burn fat. Now, if you are doing some sort of fasting protocol, which I may put you on, right? If you're doing a 16-8 or 24, right? If you're doing a 20-hour fast and 4 hours of eating time, you got to make sure you get all your calories in. When you wake up in the morning time, if you're exercising at nighttime, you need to be doing some sort of steady state cardio inside. I'm sorry, outside, walking for about 30 minutes, and that'll be before you go to work. If you're eating earlier in the morning time and you are training, if you're training in the morning time and you're eating more towards the morning time, then you need to do your cardio at nighttime when you're in your fasting. Whenever you're in a fasted state, you need to walk. That's going to burn fat. Now, anaerobic exercises, that is going to burn carbohydrates. And what it's going to do, especially HIIT training, it's going to put you in a calorie afterburn where your body's going to constantly burn fat. That is exercise post oxygen consumption, when your body is burning a bunch of calories. And we got to work on this, right? Your body will lean more into carbs when we're doing anaerobic exercises. Very important when we're lifting weights, because our goal is to put on lean muscle rather than just muscle, right? The difference between muscle and lean muscle is that muscle carries fat, lean muscle does not. Okay. You said a sweet celly for, okay. She said, I'm eating from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. That right there is perfect. That is a natural state. When the sun goes down, we should not be eating whatsoever, unless you're working on some sort of third shift kind of situation like that, and you're kind of forced. But 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock, we should have zero problems. We should have no problems. And listen, if you guys need my help, send me a text message, 856-434-7265, and I will dive a little bit more deeper into what it is that I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Now, both aerobic and anaerobic, they both play a huge part. Both matter, right? Both are necessary. But the real skill, the real secret, is knowing how to flip that switch. Just like a hybrid car, right? And here is how most people make the big mistakes at those big box gyms. They do it all the time. When I worked at LA Fitness, I used to watch people like clockwork. And actually, we used to have sales training where vice presidents would tell us exactly how they designed the gym to make people fail. So it's an opportunity for the trainer to actually walk up to the failing actual customer, because they don't make their money off of you spending $29.99 a month. They make their money off of you paying $660 for 3 times per week to work with their trainer, right? That's how they make their money. So what they do is they design it for, first of all, everybody. The look of gyms, the way that it is, there's all mirrors. at the back of the wall. And then they put all of the big stuff. You got the confident people that are muscle bound. You always got the big juice heads and all that stuff like that. People are in great shape. They're all in front of the mirror. They're all working out. When you come in, you don't really know what you're doing. You don't want to look like you don't know what you're doing. You see all these TikTok videos of people hurting themselves inside of the gym. You don't want to embarrass yourself. So what do? You walk and make a beeline straight for the treadmill, straight for the elliptical, or like you'll see this girl on Instagram that basically got a nice butt, and you were walking on the Stairmaster thinking that that's what's going to get you a butt. No, you hop on, you start doing cardiovascular endurance, and then you move from one machine to the next. You may fumble with a couple of different exercises. You're always trying to target the stomach. You see them doing these right here, the crunches, like that is going to get rid of the fat. That's not how you get rid of fat. That's actually, you're pissing off the fat, actually. And then you leave. Literally, you done did about 45 minutes. You walked out, you're sweaty. You're taking little Instagram pictures talking about day one, everybody. I literally see you all the time. And then I jump into your DM, and then you say something dumb like this woman earlier today told me, no, yesterday. Um, she sends me a friend request. I say, hey friend, I specialize in weight loss. I saw that you message me if you or anyone that's interested that's interested in wanting to lose weight. I have two locations. I also I train online. If you need my help, if you just need my help, I'll give it to you. She gonna text me back and say something stupid like, "Oh, I know exactly what to do." Ma'am, I just went down your whole timeline and saw you were literally overweight. You don't know what to do because if you knew what to do, you wouldn't look like that. Moving on. Shots fired. Pop, pop, pop. So the thing about it is that when you're going into these big box gyms, you're moving from machine to machine, then you leave, and then you never really learn how to actually flip into that fat burning mode. That is the biggest issue. You stay stuck as sugar burns, and that's the fat that never comes off. That's why your energy never changes. And this is why many of you guys stay frustrated. And then what happens is you stop coming into the gym. The gym loves that because they still get your reoccurring revenue, your money, your $20, right? And then you go into self blame and you say, "Oh, I picked up a shift. I can't work right now." But they just continue to get that $20, and there you don't even understand that they design those workouts just for you. Now, Planet Fitness is different. They don't have the trainers that are hounding you like LA Fitness does. It's worse. They don't have any trainers at all. And if they do have trainers, they're just like, "Oh yeah, do this, do that, do that, do this, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that." Right? It's not really a game changer, and they don't help you with nutrition or anything like that. And I can understand how so many people are frustrated. But if you're watching this, you know better, you do better. Don't say that nobody's never told you. Now, this is exactly why we created structured exercise, because we want you to never have to think about what type of workouts that you have to do when you come in with us. If you're not even in our area, it's okay because we are on the App Store. If you go to our App Store right now and you download Supreme Body University, we are there. Okay? We can definitely help you and we can show you exactly what you need to do. Structured exercise, nutrition, as well as accountability. So you can go on a website, you can see us, you can feel us, supremebodytraining.com, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So back to what we're talking about, right? Now, moving forward, if in order for us to get our metabolism in check, there's many different issues. And for women, you hear all the time there's hormone issues. What are hormone issues? There's many different hormone issues that women have. You got progesterone, you got different gut microbes, you got all different types of parasites, you're eating all type of crazy. And what I do is I just give a woman and a man, because men also, many of you guys are walking around, man boobs, low testosterone levels, all of that right there, right? Can't get it up, all that, right? I'm hearing the horror stories. This right here is exactly why I created the Supreme Body Reset. This is what forces your body to flip that switch. You will reset your whole system with the Supreme Body Reset because it teaches you and it explains to you exactly what you need to do to get your metabolism to go into body fat storage mode, starting with the 24-hour dry fast. I won't go into details. If you guys want that, holla at me. Let me know. 856-434-7265. Right? This teaches you your metabolism, how to burn fat instead of just sugar, right? This is the foundation. This is where it all starts. Many of you guys just don't understand. If you stop eating and you allow your body to just start working on itself, just start resetting itself, start building up autophagy. What is autophagy? Autophagy is when your body starts to kill off bad cells and create new ones. Sometimes you guys have to create a foundation because if an old foundation is up, you got to knock that thing down. We see buildings all the time, buildings that were built in the early 1900s. It's not standing anymore. We got to knock this down and we got to build something new in order to have it stay with us so it can last longer. I took a trip to Arizona about 2 weeks ago. I was off on a deep end. I was eating crazy, right? I came back. What did I do? To center myself because even after that, I was still eating crazy. And the worst thing I hate is not knowing what I'm going to eat because then I just go into default mode, which I just start eating a bunch of BS. So when I just reset myself, stop eating 3 days, 24-hour dry fast, 48-hour water and tea, right? You can do that on a monthly basis along with the Supreme Body Reset. That should be done seasonal. You should do it literally winter time, spring, summer, and the fall. You should do it 4 times per year. You should be doing it 3 days. And if you have a lot of weight to lose, you need to be doing the fasting every single 30 days. Why? Because you do not want extra skin left over. If you have that extra skin left over, what's going to happen is you're going to look like a saggy bag of potato chips. You have to do the fast so your skin can come back and your body starts to eat off of the dead skin. That's how you snatch it back. Okay? Now, we're building up the foundation, and this is where it all starts. So, we break down the science just a little bit deeper, right? The metabolism isn't just like, I don't want this to be just like a buzzword because certain people just use metabolism and they say it all the time. Look, it's not just a thing that trainers say, like us coaches to say to, like, I don't know, sound smart, right? This is literally how your body keeps the lights on, right? How many calories you burn breathing, how just to pump blood, just to think. Your basal metabolic rate, which is your BMR, that's about 60 to 70% of your total burn for the day, right? Now stack on top of that, your calories, you're burning, moving, training, walking, steps, activity. That's the activity energy expenditure, right? Then you got the calories you burn just digesting food. That's called the thermic effect of food, right? Now, protein, right? One of the three macros. Protein takes the most energy to break down. So when you eat protein, you literally burn more calories just to process it. Now, let's clear this up. When your metabolism slows down, it's not because it's broken, it's because it's adapting. So even if and there's people out there to tell you, oh my God, to eat 1,200 calories a day in order to lose weight. You have doctors that will basically give you a surgery and they will cut open your stomach and make it smaller and put you in a calorie deficit forever and ever and ever. Now you don't want to eat any food. You're in a permanent calorie deficit. Your body is going to get used to that and it's going to create adaptive thermogenesis, which is the science of when your body slows the metabolism down in order to meet the calorie demand, right? Your body is smart. It's way too smart. If you're cutting food, if your body learns to run on less, if you keep hammering cardio, if your body learns to do the same workout with fewer calories, this is why you're going to feel stuck after a month or two, right? You're not lazy, you're not weak. You are adapted, right? So the real question is, how do we break this cycle? When you step on the scale and you do not see a change, what do you have to do? You have to reset. And here's the truth: many of you guys have to reset a little bit longer. Many of you guys have to reset longer than 15 days. The reset is almost like an antibacterial dose. Some of you guys got bigger bacteria. Some of you guys got stronger bacteria. So what do? You have to reset longer. Maybe not do a 48-hour water and tea. Maybe do 4 days of a water and tea. Maybe do 8 days of juicing. Maybe do 8 days of fruits and juicing. Maybe 30 days afterwards of juicing fruits and raw vegetables. How do we put our bodies back into the fat burning mode? When I was dealing with my issues, right? At one point in time, I had diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high triglycerides. I had real issues, and I felt like my metabolism was stuck. What did I do? I learned the science of fasting. Mm, 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 mm. I'm fasting now. I ate early in the morning time. I cut my eating time off at 4 p.m. I've been doing 16/8, gonna switch to 24. Absolutely, Tiara. And we need to work on that meal plan, right? Hi, Leela. Hi, baby. My daughter is watching the live right now. Wants me to shout her out. So, when it comes to what we need to do, we need to work on resetting. Yeah, look, Tiara, perfect example. Tiara, you just started this thing, right? You're talking about 16/8. If you feel like you're at a plateau, then you go to the next level. Don't just switch the level because I'm telling you, we have to try different things out. You have 16/8, you have 20/40, then you have 22, 2, then you have 36-hour fasting, which is fat belly busting. So it's all different types, right? The Supreme Body Reset. This is why this comes in so heavy, because the reset, this thing is the blueprint, man. It's not random. It's not a fad. Many people have done it. It's a structured process that retrains your metabolism. That's what happens during this reset. In a few days, we're removing all the noise, all the processed foods, all of the refined sugars and carbs, all the constant on switch that keeps your insulin levels high and your body locked in fat storage mode. Now, what happens is your body starts to utilize fat and it starts to utilize ketones. It puts it inside of your liver, and then boom, you are burning fat. That's how you're doing it. That's how you're stepping on the scale and you're seeing your body go down every single which way. Phase by phase, we introduce nutrients back into your system into the right order, right? We reset hunger cues, we reset insulin sensitivity, and we reset your energy. And by the time you're done, your body knows how to burn fat again, not just sugar. Now, let me give you an example, right? So I want you to think about your cell phone, right? It's glitching. When the apps aren't opening, what do? Right? What do? Type it in the chat. You shut it down, right? A lot of us have our phones on all the time. When was the last time you guys turned your phone off? You probably can't even remember. Then you wonder why it's not working the way you want it to work. Sometimes you got to just reset it, restart it. That's what the reset does to your metabolism. It's a hard restart that gets everything firing the way it's supposed to. From here, I'm going to walk you through really it step by step, right? So you can see for yourself how this process will flip your metabolism back. right? It will explain how we do things. No water, nothing. Dry. We're doing a fast. We're staying hydrated. Our bodies are utilizing fat as stored energy. This is how you actually are tapping into your metabolism and you are creating a specific type of change. We have to do things in the right manner. And once we do this, we're going to see a different type of result. Then, after the 48 hours, water and tea. We're knocking this water and tea out. This is going to help our body start flushing out the system, and it's still going to be in autophagy mode. Then after that, we're going to the fourth day, four through seven. We're doing fresh juices all day, every day, right? I'm talking about, and look, let me tell you something. The Supreme Reset is the most superior of all of resets because it addresses the fasting and the cleanse at the same time. Many of you guys have seen all summer long people doing this watermelon challenge. That's a cleanse, it's not a fast. It's a total difference. The fasting and the cleanses are two different things. How are you going to get to a cleanse if you have not done a fast? You can't. If you're trying to lose waste, right, you have to cleanse your body on a cellular level. You can't hit your cellular level without fasting. Fasting addresses and it changes your body molecular structure on a cellular level. And then what happens is when you juice, guess what happens? Your body starts to revitalize itself with vitamins, with minerals, enzymes. You get better food and systems for your gut. You start to work on your gut. But for 3 days, for 72 hours, you're giving your gut nothing. That's the power. That's why you have to fast first. Then you can do your watermelon, your juice. Then you can switch it and then you can start eating watermelons. But don't just eat watermelons, that's a phytonutrient. What about the astringent fruits? What about the pineapples that actually pulls toxins? What about the grapes and apples and pomegranates and mangoes? These pull toxins from your actual cells. So it's not just a watermelon challenge. You're not just eating watermelons. Watermelons gives your body phytonutrients. It's very important. It has lectin, right? There's many different properties. It has L-citrulline, which is an amino acid, which helps with building up muscle. I got nothing against watermelon, but you can't just utilize that to, to cleanse. If you want to cleanse, what does cleanse mean? Cleanse means you have to wash out. The watermelon is not washing it out. The watermelon is giving your body the phytonutrients. It's revitalizing. It's hydrating. But the pineapples and the astringent fruits, everything that's astringent, that pulls, that takes away, that takes out, it cleans out. That's soap, right? Think about astringent fruits as your soap and think about watermelons as your water, right? You go into the shower, that's like you just using water to wash off. Don't just use water to wash off. Put some soap. Put some soap on that sponge and then start washing off. That's what astringent fruits does to you. Oh, what's the shampoo? The shampoo is the berries. That's the antioxidants. That's what oxygenates your body. That's what gives your body enough oxygen. This is what we got to do. This is what we got to learn. These type of things is how we are going to get better and we're going to learn as supreme warriors. And this is what we do. When we do this reset and we work on our metabolism, your inflammation goes down. Your hormones, ladies and gentlemen, start to balance. Because men, you got hormone issues too. You got them testosterone issues. There's a lot of you folks that are doing TRT right now, which is testosterone therapy. You're stuck. That's it. Once you start taking testosterone from someone else, your body starts to it stops producing it on its own. Now you're stuck on this actual drug. My God, what are you going to do? Once you stop taking it, that's it. Your insulin sensitivity improves when you do this reset. Fellas, just reset your body. Stop trying to cut corners. You taking testosterone pills, you still got a stomach, my boy. You got a big old stomach. You got a big old gut. Your ladies just keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. You ain't working out. And she like, oh, I love it like that. I love when you got a little stomach. She's going to be collecting your life insurance with that young boy that's going to be breaking her back. Your metabolism has to go up. Your metabolism is learning how to burn fat again instead of just clinging onto sugar. That's why this reset that we're talking about is so powerful. This is why people like who we see crazy changes within months, not too long. Danja, shout out to Danja. Danja basically took it by the reins and she did it. And I'm mentioning Danja because she was the only one that basically recorded herself every single day showing her visible changes. From here, I really want to explain to you guys we have to work on strength training, progressive overload, and the nutritional plan that really keeps your metabolism firing up. This reset is the launch pad. But to really be unstuck, what do you do after the reset, right? Now listen, the reset is just the beginning. That's the launch pad, right? After the 15 days, you have to start thinking about what you're going to do because it's not a quick fix or just a little detox. Nah, this is a whole reset button on your metabolism. So when you come out of that 15 days, your body is now primed, it's now ready. Your gut is clean, your hormones are balanced and stable, and your metabolism is ready to work the way it's designed to do. That's when we rebuild. So here's how we transition. Number one, we're going to start doing a lot of strength training exercises. This is going to become your foundation. Strength training should be your foundation. Structured exercise, right? Not just doing a bunch of cardio. You're going to do cardio, right? I'm not talking about hours of cardio. I'm not talking about hopping on a treadmill and running yourself into the ground. I'm not talking about going outside and just doing aimless amounts of cardio. I'm talking about lifting weights with structure. 3 to 4 days out of the week. And I'm talking about progressive overload. That means every single week we need to be putting on more. That's what tells your body when you do progressive overload. Hey, we need muscle. We need strength. When you guys are doing my classes, what am I always doing? I'm always making sure you're lifting heavier. You guys think I'm being mean. No, I'm trying to make sure you guys feel it for the next couple of days. When people tell me all the time, man, Coach Mark, I feel it all day for the next 2 days. I'm sore. I'm constantly sore. I'm like, congratulations. Because remember, your muscle is your engine. The more muscle you build, the hotter your metabolism burns. You want to burn calories at rest. 1 pound of lean muscle burns 50 calories at rest. It takes 4 to 6 weeks to develop. 1 pound, just 1 pound. It burns 50 calories at rest. That's the snack. 10 pounds of lean muscle burns 500 calories at rest, and it takes 10 to 12 months to develop 10 pounds of lean muscle, right? Protein. We don't give enough. We don't talk a lot, but I do know people talk about protein all the time. But listen, protein is non-negotiable. If you don't get the right part of that protein, you will keep spinning your wheels. Now, I want to be very clear on something. We don't really need protein. We actually need amino acid structure because what is protein? Protein is amino acid structure. That's what your body uses to repair tissue, build muscle, and it keeps your metabolism hot. It's amino acid structure. Protein is just the delivery system. If you eat a chicken, that is all the essential amino acids. There's 9. Protein in chicken has all of them. These are for my meat eaters. Chicken, fish, beef, eggs, they all will give you the amino acids that you need. Now, for my plant based eaters, I'm a plant based. I'm eating plant based right now. You don't have to be left out. I'm with you, right? You can get your amino acid structures from plants too. We can get it from chickpeas, lentils, and quinoa. Quinoa is 100% amino acid. You will get all the amino acid structures from quinoa. Pea protein powders, we have that. Raise your hand if you got it, right? I've been inside of the gym. I've been giving it to you guys. If you guys go on my website, mylifetrainers.com, you will get it as well. These are even combinations like beans and rice that go together for my plant-based eaters. But I'm more of the beans and quinoa now, not just rice. Look, the key is making sure you're getting all the essential amino acids in your body, whether you're a meat eater or you are a plant-based eater. So whether you eat animal products or you're a fully plant-based, the principle is the same. You got to hit those amino acid structures on a daily basis. This is what preserves your lean tissue. This is what revs up your metabolism. That's what keeps your body burning fat even when you are at rest. Got it. Okay, I turn off my phone every day. Look at you. All of us don't turn off our phone right now. That's crazy. We got to work on turning off that phone, right? Okay, I see some folks that are in Facebook. Yeah, we're in here. We're live. We're live. Follow me. So, we got to do some things, right? Movement outside of gyms also matter as well. We got to start working out when we're at home. And number one, we got to also stretch. Many of you guys are coming to me and you guys are walking like toy soldiers without any oil inside of your, ain't got no WD-40 inside of your joints. You guys are very stiff. You can't even do squats. It's because you don't stretch. You guys got to learn how to stretch. You should be stretching in the first thing in the morning time. You should be stretching at nighttime. I see a lot of people think it's just also about what happens in the gym too. It's not just what happens in the gym. I want you guys to be at home. It's what you at home. It's about what you put the food inside of your body. A lot of you guys think like, if I train for an hour, I'm good. No. What happens for the other 23 hours of the day? That's where most of you guys fail. Because if you crush a good workout, then you go sit at a desk all day or sit in a car all day or sit on your couch all day. Guess what? Your metabolism slows right back down. That's where we do NEAT, right? Non-exercise activity thermogenesis, right? This is a real fancy word by saying the calories you burn doing everyday stuff. That means you're walking, you're standing, you're taking the stairs, even fidgeting, right, will burn calories. That means if you go to a grocery store, you're going to Walmart, stop trying to find the closest parking space. Park all the way to the back and walk. Walk. My God, many of you guys don't even understand the concept of walking. Many of you guys don't even are not even grounded. I was just talking to somebody about that. He was saying something about um, you know, about not getting enough exercise because he's so sedentary. I said, listen, when was the last time you just walked outside of your house with your shoes off on your lawn and just became grounded? When's the last time you put your hands on a tree and became grounded? We have 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. We are electric beings uh, that are stabilized within the ground systems. We wear rubber shoes all day. We're not even grounded. You need to take off your shoes. This is why when people go on vacation, you go to a beach, you have your shoes off. You're grounded. Some of you guys are just laying down on the ground. You're in the sand. You're walking around. You're feeling an electrical charge. That's why when you come back from vacation, everybody always feels good because you're grounding yourself, right? We got to work on the real small stuff. You're not going to be able to take a vacation every single day, but you can go outside. You guys got to start becoming with nature. My guy Drew, who trains with us early in the morning time, he likes to go on hikes. He likes to do nature. My guy Rodney, he likes to ride bikes. He'll hit you with 50 miles, right? So if you're stuck, if you feel like you're doing something every single day, but you're not really getting towards your goals, you got to start moving more. Many of you guys are stuck because you're not doing enough. Sometimes you got to switch it up. If you think you're doing enough, you may not be doing enough. I want you guys, I'm gonna challenge you. Go on your app and look on your phone. Go to your Apple Health. Go to your Samsung Health, and tell me how many steps you are averaging out a day. Many of you guys are around 5,000. The average human being 200 years ago, they were walking. They were getting over 15 to 20,000 steps a day. We're doing an average of 3,000. This is why we're so sedentary. This is why so many people are in a nursing home right now. We're trying to get you out of the nursing home. We don't want you to basically have to depend on a nurse, a CNA. We don't want you to have to depend on that. There's people right now that are going to be dependent on it because their health span stopped. You have lifespan, you have health span. Once your health span is over, you're still going to live until you die. But your health span is done. That means you can no longer physically do the things, and you now have to be dependent on another human being. And history shows that human beings don't really know how to take care of other human beings. You got to know how to take care of yourself. Nobody likes weak people. I'm not saying that all the staff and stuff like that is bad, but there's many different cases where people are like, hey, I had my aunt in this place and now she hurt herself. She fell. She did this. She's in the hospital. She got a big bump on her head now because they fell, because they didn't provide her with a cane when we requested one, or some crazy stuff like that. You guys don't even take care of your loved ones. Now, what do you think is going to happen with you? You better start exercising, start building up muscle, because the more muscle you have, the better off you'll be. This is what we want to uh, ascribe to be. We want to be better people in general. And how we become better people is we have to start working on ourselves. We got to work on how to burn more energy, how to get those hundreds of calories burnt on a daily basis, every single day. So here's the rule: if you can walk while you talk on the phone, then do it. I do it all the time. I take calls, I help, but I'll go for a walk. If you take the stairs instead of the elevators, I want you to do it if you're in your building, your work building. Many of you guys work building, you're taking the elevator because, you know, that's what everybody does. Take the stairs. And like I said before, if you guys can park further away, that will also help as well. These little choices will start stacking up into your neat category, right? These little things that we're talking about will turn into huge calorie burnings over time. And more importantly, they keep your metabolism from slowing down. Many of you guys walk your dog. Your dogs are out of shape. Dogs are dying from diabetes and cancer. They're getting human being diseases. Many of you guys, why are you even dealing? Why do you guys even have animals? Many of you guys should not have any animals. If you can't take it, look, they should do some sort of rule. They should look at your body fat. They should run some tests before you can even have an animal. Many of you guys are out of shape. How are you going to have an animal and you guys are out of shape? You guys are causing the poor dogs to get diabetes. Dogs don't get diabetes. Like, what? If you can park further, walk further, start with that, right? If you guys want pets, get into shape if you want those pets. If you guys are at the work, walk up the stairs. Like I said before, it's really important that you keep your metabolism from slowing down because our bodies were never designed to sit still all day, right? It was designed to move. So, this cubicle, this desk, and how you're stuck, you got to stand up. You got to start burning, right? Recovery is the most underrated part of the game. And I'm going to tell you something. This is where most of you guys mess up. Everybody wants to grind harder. Everybody wants to make more money. And they'll say, if I do 2 days, if I work harder, if I do a double overtime, I'll make more money. Listen to me. Your job will always be your job. Your body will always change. It will not be the same. It will get worse and worse. The more you work, the more your body will deteriorate. Your work is not the same as working out. Working out helps building up lean muscle. You working at your job increases cortisol, stress hormones, things that deteriorate your body. So we have to work. Anyway, getting back to the recovery, right? We have to work on your calories. Some people think that if they cut calories even lower and push harder, you'll get results. That's wrong. You guys got to start eating your maintenance. Your calories are what's recommended from you. You can go to bmrcalories.com and you can punch in how much you weigh, how tall you are, how old you are, and you will find your basal metabolic rate. And then you can look if I train or exercise 3 days a week or 4 days a week. Hell, even if you're sedentary, it will tell you how many calories you will need every single day in order for you to live. And if you're trying to lose weight, what you're going to do is you're going to deduct that by 5 to 300 calories. That's putting your body into a calorie deficit. This is what allows your body to actually burn fat and burn calories. But the trick, don't stay in that calorie deficit for too long or you will develop adaptive thermogenesis. Now, what actually happens when your body, when you start cutting calories lower and lower and lower, and you stay in the calorie for too long, your body starts going into survival mode. Your cortisol level will go up. That's your stress hormone again. Once that shoots through the roof, right? Cortisol will tell your body to hold on to fat. Hold on to it. We don't know when the next time she's going to actually, eat again. So we're going to store it as fat. And we're going to store it around your midsection. So you could be training hard, you could be eating less, and you could be still looking at the same belly fat in the mirror, not because you're not working, but because your body is literally fighting against you. This is why the fasting is so, so important. Now let's talk about sleep, right? Sleep is not optional. It's what you have to do. It is your foundation of recovery. When you don't get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your hunger hormones get thrown way off. Your cravings go crazy. You start feeling like you want to eat every single thing, right? Your energy tanks, and your body will refuse to let go of fat as well if you're not sleeping. More cortisol levels will be raised, and when you actually prioritize your sleep, guess what? Everything will change for the better. Your hormones, your balance, your cravings that drop, your body recovering from stress. Listen to me. You are going to see so much change. It's not even funny. We have to do better when it comes to our metabolism. We're going to show it. And I told you, I'm telling you guys what we got to do. Your metabolism will start to run on full power when you reset itself and you start training your body to exercise in a structured manner. And what will happen is you will get the truth. You will start losing body fat. You will start losing waste. Every time we take your measurements, you will see yourself get down more and more. What do we got here? Put something in the chat. There we go. We got to stop leaving our results on the table. So let's put this all together, right? We started the reset. That clears your slate. It resets your gut and it balances out your hormones. And it primes your metabolism so it's ready to burn body fat again. Then we build on top of that. We're going to be doing strength training exercises 3 to 4 days out of the week. Then we're going to be getting the right type of protein, which is the amino acid structures on a daily basis. We're going to daily move, even outside of the gym, right? And we're going to park further down the actual street when we are walking to a destination. Same thing with the plaza or something like that. You go to Walmart or ShopRite. And we're also going to work on that sleep. Sleep, stress management, nervous system resets. That is the formula, the fuel, the train that recovers. That's how we're going to do it. And when you lock in those things, your metabolism will start working with you, not against you. And listen, I want you to really understand something real quick. Your metabolism isn't broken, it's not failing you. It's doing exactly what it's designed to do. It's adapting. Body fat at one point in time was not even considered a bad thing. It's bad now because people are abundantly overweight. But it was not a bad thing back in the day because we didn't have refrigerators back in the day. So people would naturally just shed. Just imagine if you didn't have a refrigerator. Everything you cooked had to be fresh. Right? Your metabolism is not broken. It's not failing you. It's simply adapted, right? The problem is you've been sending it the wrong signals. This is why you're having the issues. You're starving yourself, you're overdoing cardio, you're neglecting your recovery, and that is what's really been keeping you stuck. The moment you fuel, train smart, right? Move more and recover properly, your body will start flipping, right? Your fat storage mode will go into fat burning mode. So that's what I need you guys to do now, right? I want you to drop what is your biggest takeaway. Oderi, you said you sleep 5 to 6 hours, sometimes less than that. We got to figure out why you're sleeping so less. We got to figure that out. That is hormones right there. We got to work on you sleeping. Well, Derry, you don't join us during our accountability calls at 7 p.m. on Thursdays. You got to start joining those calls so that we can give you that game. I know you got your kids and stuff like that, but you need to get on those calls. It's very imperative. I don't want this just to be a little bit information. I want this to be your transformation, and I want you to take this information I'm giving you, and I want you to turn it into action. I want you to put it into action. The fasting, the Supreme Body Reset, that is free. I'm not charging you guys to fast. What I charge is the selling of implementation, how to put everything together, how to structure your exercise, how to give you your nutritional plan. Those are the things that I help with. The reset for Supreme Body is where you just start. Their program will guide you through everything we talked about here, step by step, no guesswork, and just results. You'll find a lot of people that have done this with us, and you will see that you can get to your goals. Listen, don't be shy either. If there's a question, please start asking these questions, right? Start typing these questions in. Put it inside of the chat. I will get to it. I will prioritize it. And again, my number is 856-434-7265. I want you to understand your metabolism is not the energy. It is the engine. It is not broken. It just simply adapted. So I'm going to thank everybody for watching this. I will talk